Nicole searching wedding dresses for 2 hours. Chris was wearing 2 of the patches all the time. Cindy saying on the phone, "We don't care what you did, we know what she was like." How often Shannon would joke and say Chris will kill me. Nicole searching Chris and Shannon in 2017, 1 year prior. The fact they'd only been dating for 2 months. Woman seen leaving the house in the morning. He pleaded guilty after 3 months in custody. No trial, even after his parents begged him not to. NK's phone pinging near Chris's house the day of the murders. The fact he pretexted his co-worker, as if it was all planned prior, but buried the girls and Shannon at his work and didn't even have a story, seemingly once the police arrived. Chris Watts called his daughter's school to unenroll them. Chris Watts called a realtor to enlist their house. On July 25, 2018, Watts conducted Google searches including when to say I love you for the first time in a new relationship. What do you feel when someone tells you they love you? How does it feel when someone says I love you? Chris searched these lyrics the day of the murders. He never wanted to hire a lawyer. He admitted to his dad in a recorded interview room. She never clocked into work in the morning. No call logs for hours on her phone record. Clocked out of work at 3 p.m. No alibi. Who was hiding in Chris's basement? Who does it look like? The drunk caller. What baby? Was NK pregnant? Is this true? The co-worker's messages about NK. How did Chris spend the night away without Shannon noticing? How did the police not retrieve any texts between NK and Chris about the murders? Why does he say we had a shovel in questioning? Why was NK left out of it? Whose fault was it, Chris? Shannon or NK? Chris blaming a demon and the patches. Why didn't Shannon fight back? Her dad described her as more than capable. Why did Chris send this to Shannon? Chris's ex describes him as loyal and responsive, quiet, passive, conflict avoidant, compliant, easily influenced, a consistent excuser. Chris's ex describes Shannon as jealous, controlling, demanding of validation, attention-seeking, critical and judgmental. Shannon reportedly noticed a drastic change in Chris, texted a friend, August 7, 2018, that he didn't want the third baby, that she didn't know who he is, she didn't feel safe with him. Why didn't she tell her parents? Shannon is described as strong-willed, dominant, with claims from Ronnie Watts of possible bipolar mental health issues in her family. Why did Ronnie mention the other girl if he didn't know about the affair? Cindy saying so many people still support Chris. Cindy crying about Chris's safety in prison, after he just murdered 4 people. Cindy saying we believe you on the phone call. Believe him about what? Chris said what they released about NK was actually good, and his family said this in confirmation. Chris changing the subject when his family mentioned him getting a lawyer. Who is the Amy they are referring to? Is this code for NK? Chris seems flustered when it's mentioned. Who is the Amy they are referring to? That visited Chris on Thanksgiving? Why was NK's dad allowed to be present? Why was she not interrogated? Why did she not have to prove her whereabouts? No alibi? Why was she not a suspect? NK suggesting to Chris to pawn Shannon's rings the day she disappeared. Please subscribe to my channel. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers.